All right, let me start by thanking the organizers for inviting me for this special session on emerging and critical technologies and the role of both in India and China. So now, of course, these emerging and critical technologies are rapidly transforming the world around us. They offer unprecedented opportunities for economic growth, social progress, and environmental sustainability. Countries that are able to harness the power of these technologies will be well positioned to achieve their development goals, gain economic influence, and strengthen their security, and shape global responses to challenges. India and China, two of the world's most populous countries, are at the forefront of this technological revolution. They have made significant investments in research and development, and they are home to a growing number of innovative companies and entrepreneurs. They also have large STEM diaspora working in the advanced countries and contributing to knowledge and business growth. As a result, they're playing a leading role in the evolution of technology and its impact on society. I'm trying to share the screen here, but I'm not able to share it, so I'll continue. So the key indicators of R&D are the amount of money, percentage of GDP spent on R&D, the researchers per million population, and then the output of papers, patents, etc. In all these areas, you find that India is substantially behind China and USA. Of course, the gap between China and USA is closing. The USA is still in the lead in terms of the gross expenditure on research and development, but China is catching up. Now, emerging and critical technologies, what are they exactly? They are technologies that are rapidly developing and have the potential for a significant impact on society, economies, and governments. These technologies are often characterized by their novelty, complexity, and potential for both positive and negative impacts. Emerging technologies are still in the early stages of development, and their full potential is not known. Examples are artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and biotechnology. Critical technologies are more mature, and they are already having a significant impact on society. Examples include ICT, energy technology, and healthcare technology. Technologies can also be assessed according to impact. Transformational technologies have the potential to fundamentally change the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Examples of transformation technologies include AI, quantum computing, and nanotechnology. Disruptive technologies have the potential to disrupt existing industries and markets. Examples are blockchain, robotics, and 3D printing. ECTs have large potential benefits, but also pose a number of risks, such as job displacement, privacy concerns, and misuse of technology. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in ensuring that ECTs are developed and used responsibly. Governments need to develop policies and regulations that govern the development and use of ECTs. Businesses need to invest in research and development of safe and responsible ECTs, and individuals need to be educated about the potential benefits and risks of ECT. Now, what is the role of emerging and critical technologies in national development? These play an increasingly important role in national development around the world. As I mentioned, these have the potential to transform societies, economies, and governments in a number of ways, and they are already being used to address some of the important challenges facing nations today. They can drive economic growth and development by creating new industries, jobs, and opportunities. For example, AI is expected to create millions of new jobs in the coming years, and it is being used to develop.
Hello, sir. Sir, I just wanted to say we've enabled the screen share, so you can share your screen now.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. A second. Let me just. The problem is at my end because. Well, I have a technical issue at my end, so I won't be able to share the screen because of some technical issue here. The window is not coming up.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Okay. So AI is expected to create millions of new jobs in the coming years. It's also being used to develop new products and services that can boost productivity and efficiency. ECTs can be used to improve the delivery of public services such as healthcare, education, and transportation. For example, big data and analytics can be used to identify and track trends in disease outbreaks, which can help governments to better allocate resources and respond to public health emergencies. ECTs can be used to enhance citizen participation in government and society. For example, social media platforms can be used to gather public opinion and feedback on policy proposals. And e-voting systems can make it easier for citizens to participate in elections. ECTs can be used to strengthen national security by improving defense capability, border security, and cyber defense. For example, AI can be used to analyze large amounts of data to identify potential threats. And cybersecurity systems can be used to protect critical infrastructure in cyber attacks. ECTs are a powerful tool that can be used to address a wide range of challenges facing nations today. However, it is important to use these technologies responsibly to mitigate any potential risks. Nations need to develop policies and regulations that govern the development and use of ECTs. They need to invest in education and training so that their citizens have the skill and knowledge to use these technologies effectively. In this way, countries can harness the power of ECTs to build a more prosperous, equitable, and secure future. Now, let us look at India's progress in ECTs. India has launched a number of initiatives to promote ECTs. These include Startup India, which was launched in 2016, which provides a comprehensive support system for startups, including funding, mentorship, etc. India has, as a result, become a global hub for startups, attracting talent and investment from around the world. Digital India, which is an initiative launched in 2015, aims to bridge the digital divide and provide access to this technology and promote e-governance. Significant progress has been made in expanding digital infrastructure. And today, India's digital public infrastructure is attracting global interest. And over 19 countries have signed agreements with India relating to this technology rollout. Make in India is another initiative launched in 2014 to promote manufacturing in India and reduce hurdles and streamline regulations. This initiative has attracted significant investments from global companies, strengthening India's manufacturing capabilities and contributing to economic growth. Skill India was an initiative launched in 2015 to provide training and skill development opportunities to India's large young population to ensure that they have the skills required for the job market. This initiative has trained millions of individuals and bridged the skill gap and enhanced India's competitiveness in the global technology sector. India has also engaged with international partners in emerging and critical technologies. In 2020, the India-US Critical and Emerging Technologies Initiative was launched to strengthen cooperation in this field, including technologies such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and 5G. India has partnered with Japan on various projects, including advanced manufacturing technologies and renewable energy solutions. India has established partnerships with several countries to advance AI research and development. These collaborations are focused on areas such as healthcare, agriculture, and disaster management. For example, India-US collaboration is focused on developing AI-powered tools for early detection of diseases, and with Japan to enhance agricultural productivity, and with the UK to improve disaster preparedness and response. India has also participated in global forums related to 5G technology development and deployment. India is working with industry partners such as Nokia and Ericsson to establish 5G test beds and pilot projects. It is also partnering with the ITU to promote global standardization and harmonization of 5G regulations. India has emerged as a global leader in renewable energy, and its involvement in global collaborations has been instrumental. For example, it has partnered with France and Germany to develop solar and wind projects. And India is also an active initiator of the International Solar Alliance initiative for promoting solar energy adoption worldwide. India has also recently engaged with several forums such as the G20, particularly in shaping discussions on emerging technologies and their impact on society. India has advocated for responsible development and deployment of these technologies, emphasizing the need for inclusivity, sustainability, and ethical consideration. As a member of BRICS, India has collaborated with its partners to promote technology cooperation among developing countries. These have focused on areas such as digital infrastructure development, skills training, and cybersecurity. India is an active member of IRENA, contributing to the efforts of promoting renewable energy adoption and facilitating global cooperation in this domain. Some recent initiatives where India has been actively involved is the Global Geothermal Alliance, as well as large international science projects such as the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, the Square Kilometer Array, LIGO, ITER, etc. India has made significant progress in a number of emerging and critical technologies. It is home to a growing number of AI startups and research institutions, and the government has launched several initiatives to promote the development of AI in the country. India has a long history of space exploration and is now developing a new generation of satellites and launch vehicles. It has launched ambitious programs for manned spaceflight, lunar, and solar missions, and has recently joined the NASA-led Artemis Accords. India is committed to developing clean energy economy and is investing heavily in solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources. As mentioned, India has launched with France the International Solar Alliance. India has also joined the Global Biofuels Alliance, launched recently at the G20 summit, and has just this month signed on to the Bletchley Declaration on Safety in AI. Now let's look at China's progress in ECT. China is also leader in emerging and critical technologies. It is the world's largest 5G market and is home to a number of leading 5G equipment vendors. It has the world's largest high-speed rail network and is continuing to expand it rapidly. It is the world's largest e-commerce market and is home to a number of leading e-commerce companies. Several initiatives have been launched to develop ECTs. The Made in China 2025 plan, launched in 2015, aims to make China a global leader in manufacturing by 2025. The National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence Development, released in 2017, outlines India's ambition to become a world leader in AI by 2030. And one of its goals is to develop AI technologies that are at least 20% better than other countries by 2025, and making AI a core industry in China by 2030. The National Quantum Information Science and Technology Plan, released in 2020, aims to make China a leader in quantum information science and technology by 2030. China's investments in ECTs are already having a significant impact. AI is being used to develop new products and services such as facial recognition software and self-driving cars. Quantum computing is being used to develop new drugs and materials. And 5G technology is being used to improve the speed and capacity of China's telecom networks. Despite their progress, both India and China face a number of challenges in harnessing the power of ECTs. Both countries need to invest in training and education to ensure that they have the skilled labor force needed to develop these technologies. Both countries need to invest in infrastructure such as broadband internet and data centers to support these technologies. They also need to develop regulations to ensure that these technologies are used safely and responsibly. There are also a number of opportunities for India and China to use these technologies. Both countries have the opportunity to leapfrog ahead of developed countries by adopting and adapting new technologies. They have the opportunity to create new industries and jobs by developing and deploying these technologies. They have the opportunity to improve the lives of their citizens by using these technologies to deliver better education, healthcare, and other services. Now, let me come to some geopolitical factors, such as principally the US-China tensions in the technology space. The United States and China are engaged in a growing competition over emerging and critical technologies, such as AI, 5G, semiconductors, and quantum computing. This competition is driven by several factors, such as economic rivalry, national security concerns, and ideological differences. This has also impacted China-EU science and technology relations, and in third countries too, especially due to China's support to Russia in the Ukraine conflict. US and China are the world's two largest economies, and they are also the two largest technological powers. They are increasingly competing for global dominance. Emerging and critical technologies are seen as a key to economic competitiveness, and both countries are investing heavily in these areas. The US has for long been the leader in ECTs, but China has been closing the gap in recent years. Competition is likely to intensify in the future as both countries seek to develop and deploy next generation technologies. US and China also have different national security priorities, and this is reflected in their approach to emerging and critical technologies. The US is concerned about the potential for China to use these technologies to gain a military advantage. For example, the US has expressed concerns about China's development of AI-powered weapons and its use of 5G to track and surveil its citizens. China, on the other hand, is concerned with its use of technology for surveillance and espionage. The competition between the US and China over ECTs is having a number of impacts. Both countries are investing heavily in research, and there will be a race in this field. They are becoming more stringent in their oversight of technology exports and collaborations in order to prevent the leakage of sensitive technology. This is making it more difficult for businesses to operate in both markets. The competition is also increasing the risk of geopolitical instability. This could lead to trade wars and sanctions, and perhaps even conflicts. Competition between US and China over ECTs is a complex and multifaceted issue. It is important to understand the dynamics of this competition in order to better manage the risks and opportunities of third countries. The recent meeting of leaders of US and China on the sidelines of the APEC summit on 15 November was a major development. It has been agreed to extend the stalled US-China Agreement on Science and Technology Cooperation of 1979 for a further period. This could restore predictability and a long-term cooperative relationship. However, there are some security-related issues and safeguards that need to be sorted out. In addition, both sides agreed to resume cooperation in climate change, methane emissions, and AI. A further meeting of the two leaders is planned. However, there is a problem of getting the support of major stakeholders in the US, given China's perceived hostile stance, especially in the Indo-Pacific region and on Taiwan. And this is also an election year in the US. Conclusion, I would say that emerging and critical technologies have the potential to transform the world for the better. India and China, the two of the world's most populous nations, are at the center of this technological revolution. As they continue to invest in R&D and as they develop the skills and infrastructure needed to support these technologies, they will be well positioned to achieve their development goals and secure their place in the global arena. I thank you.